Welcome to another live stream with Lone Debater 7. Please bear with me for like 2 minutes here while I get the tags updated on the YouTube stream side real quick, just so the people watching on YouTube can tune in live with us. With that being said, if you have not done so already, take this time to please go over and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch. If you have not done so already, it's at Lone Debater 7. For Twitch, you know, it's Lone Debater 7 for Twitch, obviously, and then it's also Lone Debater 7 on YouTube. Hopefully that's obvious. If not, well, I don't know. Let me know how to make that better for you. But, okay, cool. We got this saved on the YouTube end. Cool. I am going to tune in background music after I kind of explain what we're going to do here. I'm just checking the Twitch side. Come on, Twitch, don't do me dirty. Okay, whatever. I think we're live. Let me just check that real quick before we dive in too far. I don't want to get stream a bunch of stuff and not have it go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it is live on Restream. Okay, cool. So, all right, that's working then. It's working. Yeah, we're gonna play some background music in a moment, but first we're gonna dive in to the gameplay view and take a look. So we are playing Grim Dawn today. Yes, Grim Dawn. If you haven't played Grim Dawn or haven't heard of it before, it is basically an ARPG or action role-playing game, and you go through a series of quests, and to complete those quests you have to fight through bosses to unlock new areas. There's dungeons, there's caves, there's loot, there's various gear setups you can make viable. There's different passive skills and active skills and abilities. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in Grim Dawn that makes it really fun to play. If you've played like Diablo before or Path of Exile, Grim Dawn is very similar to those games, only it's more like it's single player, like you're playing a campaign or a story. There's DLC for it to expand it once you get through. You can play co-op, I know that for sure, because I've done it before. But basically what we're going to do today is we're going to create a new character, and we're going to play on veteran mode. Basically, veteran makes it a lot harder than the normal difficulty of the game, and it gives you an extra 10% experience for doing that. It's going to be difficult. I plan on dying often, you know, so this, you need to be thinking about when you're placing portals so you can get out or get back to recover your stuff. But what we're gonna call this or I don't know. So we'll just call it Lone Debater 7. Why not? Veteran mode. Let's get it done, son. Okay, look at this dude. Scrub Lord. I've got a spike stick with some metal on it and a wooden shield. Oh, that's got nails poking into my arm. So I'm giving myself bleed damage to wear this shield right now. That's what's happening. No, not really. It looks like that kinda. I mean, I guess the back is flat, but yeah. Anyway, no. The graphics are good. They honestly are fairly good. I am not trying to be nitpicky because I enjoy this game. I like the styling and everything. It does have cutscenes. I'm not going to play those because I've seen them. If you want to watch them, you should buy the game. You can get it on Steam. Yeah. Talk to this dude, get our first quest. There's dialogue that is voice acted for part of it, I believe, if not most of it, which is pretty awesome, because you don't sometimes get that with ARPG games that are newer. Okay, cool. Talk to all these dudes and get the quests. And since we're level 1, we can't really pick what we want to do yet, right? So we need to go out this way and take on some corpsey boys. And like, yeah. Veteran mode. It's tough because you have to get to level 2 in order to unlock your ascension, I'm pretty sure. Like if I hit S, L, I. L is for portal, I is for inventory. I thought S was skills. Q is quest. Loot filter. Let's look at the key binding then. Dang. I was trying out the controller the other day when I last played, so I apologize. I should have done this before. Skill window is supposed to be S. S. Oh. Well, yeah, that should work fine. That should work. I guess it's because we haven't leveled up yet. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. Or like, don't be a scrub, go out and like take out some dudes, earn that level, earn your class. So like, if it's your first time playing the game, veteran is going to be overwhelming for you if you're playing on your own, most likely. At least like this aspect of it may be a bit overwhelming. I mean, you kind of learn the mechanics, so like you can dodge these guys and like move and like do things so they miss when they attack you, and then you take significantly less damage, right? So like, see, they're missing their attacks, and then I can run in and do a pass and hit them a couple times because my attack speed is like better than theirs. Now the range dudes, not so much the case. You can kind of walk out and then they drop poison when they die. There we go, we leveled up. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get this. So we're gonna pick our first class. So I think what we're gonna do is... we're gonna go Oath Keeper. So we're gonna put in 1 point, and then we're gonna pick our stuff. So this will replace our main attack, so we're gonna get this one. It will scale our attack damage the more hits we do. So that actually is a pretty good ability. So it does have some scale. This is a shield bonus, which we are wearing a shield, so we can go like sword and shield. And that could be kind of fun. So this is our stagger or our stun. So like, I kind of want to get this as well. We need to get another level. This is going to be way easier to do now that we have 2 attacks. So we're going to put our Righteous Fervor on our main attack, which is our left mouse. And we're going to put the shield throw ability that we just bought on our other mouse. What I want to do for these is rebind those keys real fast. So like, or actually, you know what? We'll just leave it. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I started walking this way. We need to go up this direction. There will be more enemies, and we can show off kind of what these are going to do for us. We don't have any gear yet, so like this is just raw like potential of the abilities basically. So like the right button is pretty good because it hits 2 dudes and it does more damage than our main attack, and I believe that is because it scales off of both your shield stats and your weapon stats. Either way, it's good for like a melee dude. And the right click one does stun them. So like, that's pretty good. Oh shit, first boss. Oh, we missed. Yeah, we don't want to get hit by this dude. We have like no reses yet, or resistances. See, so we stun him, and then he can't move for a minute, which means he can't attack. Oof, that hurt. I'm trying to farm some of these guys at the same time, just so we can try to build up a little bit more experience. But if you avoid damage long enough, you'll regen some health depending on your armor. That can be buffed on how much and how quickly that happens and stuff like that. So you can totally go tanky, which sometimes on veteran difficulty, it may be a good idea to do that. Especially if you're playing by yourself, make sure you have a solid stun and a solid way to like tank damage or like avoid it. But look at that, we just took out our first boss on level 2. Woo woo. Let's get it done. So when they drop that little orb, you hit it and it'll give you the drop out of the boss. So we got a chest armor, extra health, that's pretty good, and we get energy regen. That's pretty good as well. Oh, I forgot to put in our physique point before that boss fight, which was dumb of me. But I generally spend the first few points in physique. Like until I have something that utilizes my energy, I go all physique pretty much. That way I can scale my health to a larger number faster. I find that helps a lot as far as keeping you alive is concerned. So we have a little bit of resistance, but basically nothing. What is this? We can't use that yet. That's fine. I'm just organizing a little bit as I go, so I don't have to do it all, like, so I know the stuff I want to keep where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I want to find a weapon, like, so I need to defeat some, like, dudes and get some loot out of these guys so I can actually get some gear, because we have, like, nothing at the moment. So that helmet was better. So, like, it auto replaces. Let's go ahead and get our skills dealt with. So I'm going to get Safeguard. It's a shield bonus, so that'll be good for us. And then I'm going to spend the rest in just the base. And I believe that is just a passive. Like, I don't need to toggle that ability. It's just a passive ability. If you're wielding a shield, you get extra stuff. Which we're wielding a shield, and we're going to wield a shield, I think, in this playthrough. Because it's kind of fun. It's like, yeah, gladiator style type of thing. And, like, I usually play Spellcaster, which you can definitely do. And there are, like, ranged weapons. So there's there's not bows, but there's pistols. There's rifles. There's, like, hand cannons, blunderbusses, that kind of stuff. So, like, there's a variety of different type of weapons. So, like, you can make a lot of different play styles viable. So do what you're comfortable with. Like, if you've played ARPG before and you're familiar with a way, like a specific moveset, it's usually fairly easy to find a like a gear / ascendancy passive combo that will give you a similar, like, play style and be effective, you know, like, or I don't, like, it'll play the same way as what you're used to. If you, like, you may have to rebind keys on your controls or whatever, but no, but, like, it'll play the same way that you're used to. And with that, you can basically transition your, like, prior knowledge a little bit of what's going to be good. So, like, once I get some actual gear, I can talk about some of the other stuff. I haven't actually gotten any yet, though. But I want to get to 5 points. And the reason for that is I want... Is it this ability? Presence of Virtue, I believe. Yeah, this is a reservation ability, but it's good. So basically what this does, it gives us a chance to roll 60 internal trauma, 36 bleed damage over time, basically, with each of our attacks. And then we also increase our offensive ability energy regen, and physical retaliation of damage. So that's it's really good. So like basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in. You have to toggle it, so you put the ability on the bar, and you don't actually have to do that. I believe you can just click it in the menu, and it'll do the same. It'll reserve the energy, and now we'll have that chance to inflict bleeding or trauma damage on enemies with our attacks. So we're going to go down here. It marks on the map with the star where we're trying to go when it gets in range. So we're going under Burial Hill. Going to be fun. Bunch of dudes in here. So you may feel like locked in and like think the moveset's going to be boring with just a single ascendancy class. And it kind of is. However, at level 10, you are able to unlock your second ascendancy, which will provide you another like passive tree, skill tree, all that stuff. So it's pretty good. I really want to scale. On our next level, we need to get some of the modifiers for our abilities, because we can get one that makes the shield throw like bounce between enemies, which is really good, because that does a lot more damage than our main attack at the moment. And if it hits multiple oh god. Boss boys. Let's go. Let's go. I wish I had that bouncing ability right now, because it really does help with the clear when it hits 2 dudes instead of 1. Because over time you'll start taking out like 3 or 4 guys with your hits. How did that miss? Okay. I guess he's got some decent dodge on him. Woo! Regen for Mo. Move! Please. Please move. Please. Okay, there we go. We got it. No worries. It's because there were dudes in the way, and I don't have a movement ability yet, is what the issue is on this. Like, I'm doing this boss fight way early. I should probably be, like, level 5 or 6 before this. Yeah, they're level 5, I guess. I mean, we're only 1 level beneath. We should probably be able to handle this. And we are. Like, we effectively are. And, like, it looks like it's worse than it is because of how many dudes are in the arena right now. But, like, the key is to just walk around in a circle like this. And then they'll, like, map your movement. And they'll never be able to catch up to you. And when they do, you just hit them a couple times. And if your bleed or trauma damage rolls on your hit from our reserved setup or whatever, it will scale your damage. And I mean, we can face tank some damage. It also might help, like, I should probably have put in my physique points off of the levels for 3 and 4. So we have 2 character ability points that we could put in or allocate that we should have done but didn't because I kind of forgot. And we're still okay. Like, not too bad. Ooh, we're low on health. Alright, fine. I'll spend one of my health potions. It's the only one I had, so I wanted to save it. But we'll probably get one from defeating this dude. And that clears a lot of the, like, Aether dudes, which are the green-looking guys. Ooh, yes. Weapon drop. That could be good. Hopefully we get a rare weapon drop that we can actually equip out of this boss, which we probably will. There we go. Let's get this stuff. Smash the orb. See what we are going to be working with. So, we've got this mace. Just base physical damage. That's fine. This one gives us additional damage per sec. Oh, this one adds fire damage. is its unique. So fire damage and fizz damage to fire. So that'll be fine for right now. We're going to equip that. This orb actually is pretty good because it scales 4 different types of damage. Gives you energy regen, poison, acid resist, and skill cooldown reduction. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. What is... Kalidor's Tempest is an ability. I need to see what class uses or has that ability. And we might go that way for our second pick when we hit level 10. We're not casting anything, so while these may look good, they honestly are not that good for us. These aren't that great either. Let's go ahead and put in our physique point right there. Great. That increases our armor. I want to keep the resistances at this point because I have very little resistances. And that's going to become an issue very soon. Like, you may be able to beat a few bosses just by walking around and stuff like that. But there are tougher bosses, and as you get farther along on the quest chain or whatever, the bosses do get tougher. You actually need to be able to do some damage and have a synergy or something to like a reliable way to defeat enemies quickly, because you can't, the reason why you'll lose on the boss fight is because you don't have, or you're not defeating dudes fast enough. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that made sense. Greatsword, nah. It's a two-hander. We can't use those at the moment. We did get a level, so that's great. So this one, physical to acid damage, all fire damage to vitality damage. Ooh, that's actually pretty good because most stuff doesn't have vitality resist, so we'll go ahead and take that. Smite is like an ability. This is the nearby foe one. We'll take that and then we'll put another point in like that, I think. But while we're in the skill menu, we'll go over to devotion. That's why I went over and offered that crystal to the shrine. That gives me a devotion point, or a devotion point. So I have to pick kind of what I want to do. So that's not what I want. So what I like to do to determine which one I spend my first on is I look at the constellations around and see what they lead to. So this one is a very defensive bonus focus tree. Gives us health, defensive ability. So this is straight up tank. And then the final passive, so once we get four more shrines, we'll get this ability. So that's kind of nice, but okay. So this is trauma damage, is what that scales. I usually go this one, or the blue, so I can go to this one, because this gives you defensive ability, physique, freeze, slow resistance, gives you physical resistance, cold resistance, lightning resistance, movement speed, and so this scales really well with the a melee build, I feel. And it gives you resistances at the same time. This one could be good. So cold and lightning damage, defensive ability, frost and frostburn, electrocute, cold, lightning, and then this. So you can respec these at cost currency, but that's not a big deal later in the game. This is fire and aether damage scaling. So I think we're going to go for the blue one. So yeah, this one. We're going to go for this one. Then we're probably going to fill out this sailor's guide, or at least put a point or two in, because that'll help give us some base resistances so we can not need such a large number on each piece of gear in order to be res capped. And then once we scale to better tier, once we're a higher level and have access to better equipment, it'll work out pretty good for us. So I thought I forgot to turn on the music, but we'll go ahead and do that, I guess. So here we go. Pretty good though. Grim Dawn is what it is. ARPG, the graphics Like, it came out in 2016, I think. So, like, it is not super duper new. Which means that most, like, low to mid tier computers can run this. I think you can, like, because what is this set at right now? I don't actually know what I have my graphics set at on this. So video, I'm on like ultra with medium on reflections and stuff, and it's running fine. Like my temperatures are low on my GPU. So like, and I'm running just like an RX 580, so nothing too fancy. If you have a newer GPU or you're worried about it, you can definitely tone everything down to medium and optimize your settings on your graphics a little bit, and play this with most any build, which is another cool aspect about it. Because not all ARPGs or RPGs in general are playable on every type of computer. Like some kind of require that you have a nuts tier computer, you know, and not everyone can afford that or has access to one. So like, this is a good game if you want to play ARPG and you don't have like a top tier gaming computer. You can play Grim Dawn, which is ARPG, and you don't need top tier computer. Hopefully that made sense. If not, I'm sorry. Get some. So see how he's burning over there? So that's fire damage coming off of one of our abilities, gives us that. Or the sword, I think, gives us that. Or mace, whatever we're using. What I need to get access to is a dash or a movement ability. And then basically this will be a fairly safe build to use for most like to get us through the first little bit. Since you can respec your passives and your whatchamacallit, the devotion points, it's kind of like why like it makes sense to wait to finalize your gear and stuff and your build until you have access to top tier gear, so you know like what you're working with a little bit. Like I could go shaman with this, would be kind of interesting maybe as the second class. I think what I did on that other character is I went Oathkeeper, and the reason why I picked Oathkeeper as my primary class is when you put points in that class ascendancy, it scales your health ridiculously, and you get life regen, I think, or your regen is a lot better than some of the other classes. So like it's the defensive class out of the class split. I normally do a defensive and an offensive class when I'm playing solo, just because you generally need to play that way in order to survive on veteran difficulty. But I mean, you can make high damage builds viable. You just have to stack enough damage to be able to one-shot these dudes. Like, I'm not doing 150 damage with each hit. If I was, I wouldn't be worried about DPS at all, because I'd be one-shotting everything around us. But I'm not doing that yet, so it is what it is. Let's see. We've got 3 points available. This is unlocked in 4, so let's go ahead and start working towards that. It's more important, besides scaling our health, is going to be worth our time at this point. So this shield is higher like potential damage block, but lower chance to do it. I don't know if that's better or not. I'll wait on that. We can equip this though. The thing is, this one of our abilities relies on having a shield, so we can't really use this, is the problem. Alright, well, let's go up this way. Or actually, I guess we're supposed to go to town. We've like gone beyond where we need to go. And that's alright. Not a big deal. Cool, get some XP. So the reason why, this is why you want to go back to town. You get XP for turning these missions in. And then you'll get the next set of missions offered to you as well. So this is the town shop. I believe I can sell to them. Yeah, 42. I'll actually take that. So I'm going to unload some of this gear. I am going to keep all the crafting components and such and the scrap because that's used in other things. So alright, fine, I'll do it. Why not? It's worth at least accepting that, like, even if you don't complete it, you might as well take the mission type of a thing. It's the way I view it, but let's take this dude because and the reason why that's the case is you can always go back and do it later. Okay, now I'm looking for his apprentice, which I believe is down towards the, he's by the Warden, or in the Warden's lab or something. So for this, I need 4 more pieces of scrap. That's fine. Let's go back to our portal. Oh, I'll show you. So if you hit Q and click on the gold key up here, these are all side quests. The ones with these stars are the mainline quests. So yeah, we need to get scrap is what we need to do to help out Barnabas to do the other quest for the one dude. So let's go through and keep pushing forward. We need to get some levels and some gear anyway. And there are some little mini bosses up here that we can fight, which I think it's worth fighting most, if not all of the mini bosses before you fight the main boss, just because you have a really good chance of getting decent gear that will synergize with your build better than the stuff you'll find just fighting the normal enemies. So like, it's worth doing usually, but we'll go up this way. So let me just take this second to kind of set up our stuff. So we're not going to do two-handed melee. We're not going to do two-handed ranged. We have to have shields, so caster offhand won't work. Dagger / scepter would technically work if we end up going spellcaster, so I'll keep that turned on. I don't want common stuff because that stuff is not worth our time because it won't have any additional modifiers. And I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Cool. That just helps make sure that the gear that I'm seeing around on the floor is stuff that I actually want. So there we go. We got our movement ability, so I'm going to put that on 1. So that's like a little dash. This is a good one. Retaliation damage is put on this, and fire goes to acid, so we'll probably buy that. This is a good ability, so we'll buy these modifier abilities next. But this is what that does, and when you hit enemies with that, it does an impact, so it does AoE and it stuns them. So like what you do is something like this. Run back, hit a couple with the shield. Boom. I mistimed that because there weren't all the dudes around me. It's alright though. Like, we're going to start getting super tanky. that resilience perk, the more points we put into that, the faster our health regenerates after taking damage, and eventually it'll be like, yeah, you'll maybe take a hit or two, but as long as they don't one-shot you, you'll be fine. And that assumes your resistances are decent on the one-hit aspect of it. So it's easier to build around that, basically. That's a lot of dudes. Come on, bros. Oh, well, we got. Oh, well. That's alright. Not a big deal. That's the portal fight. I forgot that you actually have to fight dudes at the portal. You do keep all your health stuff and the inventory in this packet. So, like, that's fine. I don't recall if they put down a... I don't think they do. Like, I didn't put down a portal, so this is going to be the one I placed before dying. Or the last portal I placed, or whatever. Let me just pause for a memento. Alright, we're going to return. Let's go. I believe we went this way. It'll go a bit faster now that we've got this movement ability. There is a boss over here. Or no, that's our death marker. Okay. Yeah, get that experience back. Drop a portal over here, and then bring them back over this way. Woo! Dodge that flamethrower breath. Yeah, boy. Get that poison down, and get annihilated, basically. Those dudes are tough because they stun you when they hit you. So, like, the trick is getting in fast, getting back out, and then when they charge, let them do their swing, and then go attack the rest of the group. And then if you need to heal, just run away for a mo. Dodge attacks. And you can always pepper them with the shield. So basically, like, the drawback of being a melee character is dodging like this. You're not doing that much damage because you're not attacking with your main attack, right? But you can sustain, and then basically my plan for this build is my second class that I pick is gonna scale all the damage, and this first class that I picked is going to ultimately provide me the defense that I'm looking for. I just need to get better gear. Like, my problem at this point is I don't have any defenses or resistances. But that I will take, because that is most likely a better weapon than what we are using. Cool. Almost got him. Boom. First wave done. Second wave. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Woo. Hop in. I can't equip that. Dang. Oof, that was a big chunk. It's alright. Alright. Dang. We can't equip that either. Shoot. Well, I mean, we're getting gear. We just can't use it yet. We're not good enough yet, apparently. Hopefully this is the last wave, but I think they summon like an actual boss after this. Or an actual mini-boss. These are just tanky dudes. Oh, okay. We got it. Look at us. Oh, shields. Yeah, none of these are going to be better, I don't think. Actually, that one is better. Cool. Let's go back to town real quick. Sell some of the stuff we picked up, maybe. I don't think we're gonna go range, so we'll probably sell the pistol at least. Yeah, that's not very good anyway. I want to buy some health potions. Okay, 9 is enough, I guess. We shouldn't really need that much, but it may not have been the smartest to do that. This one scales our piercing damage and bleeding damage. I mean, that's kind of good. Or it gives us piercing damage and then we do bleed as well. We don't have anything actually giving us base bleed, so we're not going to do that. Okay. Let's see. I think it is... I think we want to get Smite. That makes all of our attacks have a chance to stun, is the primary reason for that, which gives us a lot of crowd control. It also gives us increased physical and fire damage, or it sometimes will proc that, so this is passive, which are generally good, and then we'll probably dump the rest into just scaling the level a little bit more. I mean, we could scale our main hand attack. We don't get that much out of it, though, at this point. I don't know. We could also scale Safeguard. Would scale our damage and armor a little bit. It's fine. Okay. Let's keep on pushing. There's always more to do in this game, which is also cool. Like, there is a fair amount of content. And there is some modded stuff for this game as well. If you haven't already, I do have a playlist covering Grim Dawn over on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and go check out those videos while you're over there, because they talk about a couple of mods I've tried out, or like figured out how to install at least, because it's not intuitive at all installing the mods for Grim Dawn. Ooh, mini boss. Let's go, let's go. I want to break this thing first. Ooh, don't die. Don't die. We got this. If I take out that crystal, a lot of dudes will disappear, which will help us. This lightning dude is super annoying. So is the fire guy. Let's just take out some of these ads real quick. Ah, stun jacks. Unfortunately, our stun doesn't work on him. Ugh. We're doing so little damage relative to what he does to us. It's kind of sad. And it's because we have no gear, basically. We have like 2 pieces of gear. And the reason for that is we haven't really fought any smaller dudes. We've basically just fought bosses. 3 bosses, like a pro. No, not really. This is not how we should be doing this. Like, we should go level first and come back. I know he's only 1 level above us, but like, we should go level and come back so we can get the like gear from the enemies we can defeat, you know, and use it to scale us just that little extra bit so we actually do some like damage to this dude. Oh, how did that not do any damage to him? That's kind of annoying. Oh well. One to talk, right? Been like dodging all of his shit for 4K worth of health. Ugh. Alright, I'll take a jack for 2 swords. Oof. Health pot. Oh, he turned around instantly. Okay. I guess that's fair. We can do that, so. Oof. That was our last potion. Alright. Oh, damn it. He just regened all of his fucking health. Okay. For a few thousand of it, at least. I mean, he has 6,000 health. We only have 800, just to be... Like, that's the difference between our health bars. Oof. And his stun works against me and mine doesn't work against him. Like, that's what makes that fight hard. Let's drop a portal. Just head back. Okay. Well, that might be a little bit tough. I don't think I have any money to actually buy health potions either. Let's go ahead and sell that. Probably buy me one. Yeah, there's one. We get 24 gold. Oh, for all of them, I guess. That's kind of disappointing. Alright. I'd love to find some equipment. I need to go somewhere that's a bit chiller. I also want to walk around for a little bit so I don't use the one health potion we have on just like regenning. Like, we should start regenning soon. Oh, you know why we're not doing any damage? Because our Presence of Virtue turned off. I must have accidentally turned that off when I used a health potion. So that makes a lot of sense why we were doing no damage. Okay. That's why passives are important. Okay, whatever. Get some XP out of it. We're almost at level 8, which is good. Getting the next level will be helpful because getting the other passive that we're going to unlock, or just put a single point into, will scale our damage quite a bit as well. What I'm going to do... So this portal is by the boss. So I think instead I'm going to go back down to Lower Crossing. I believe there's a devotion shrine in here that we could potentially get. And grabbing some defensive ability from a devotion point would work for us as well. As far as scaling damage is concerned. I mean, these are like the worst frickin' dudes for us to encounter right out the gate. Because they, like, drop a puddle. Alright, there's some health. Yeah! Back to full health! Woo! Look at us. Alright. Okay. That's just a cave, but this might have... Yeah, I don't think we've been in here. Cool. Ooh, a belt. I will put that on. Cool. I'd like to find some more health potions. Boots. Ooh. I think this is better than the one we're currently wearing. We're not really using energy right now, so I am going to swap those belts out. The boots there are better than the ones there. Okay, cool. A little bit more gear. Not that much, though. And this stuff is not that great. It's not really build optimized or anything like that. But that's okay. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that one's restored. So that's the one we've already gotten. I think it's maybe over here. So let's go back around over that way. I mean, I think we probably can do enough damage to the guy or to that mini boss that's in our way right now to maybe get past him. But I want to get a little bit more gear first. There's some scrap that we need. I mean, 4 or 3 more pieces. There's a boss, or mini boss. Oh, whoops. Hope if I push the right key we get. Oof. Ooh. Okay, that was our last one. Yeah, got it done. I shouldn't stand in that. Alright, let's see. So we're going to go ahead and get more physique. We're going to put on these pants. Yeah, we are. Pierce damage and attack speed. Less DPS though. I mean, this one gives us offensive, defensive ability, and more physique, so I guess that's better than just flat armor. This one gives us some more defensive ability and cunning. Alright, we'll do this one, I think. Alright, cool. We also got our next level. Gonna put a point in Smite. Get us a little bit more health. And this should start feeling a little bit better. I'm not going to go in there. That's Dangerous Domain, which is basically like all the monsters get an additional bonus modifier in addition to what they do normally. And they're stronger, higher level and stuff. You can get better gear, but I want to get my second like talent and level up and have some gear and stuff first before I do that. I need something that gives me like life steal on physical, on like hit. And there are ascendancy classes that they like, there's a passive that'll give you a chance to do that on your attack. So buying something like that if we want to continue to remain a melee character is going to become like it's essential. It's basically essential now. The reason why we're not dying all the time is because I'm decent enough at dodging that, you know, I'm avoiding a fair amount of hits in addition to like just being able to resist them. But that's okay. Alright. Jeez, oh. Cool, cool. Let's go in here. Sure. Check it out at least. Oh, outlaws. Yay. Why do they hate me? What the heck? What'd I ever do to you? Well, now I've killed a few of your dudes, so I get that, but... you attacked me first, man. I was just coming through to check it out. Han shot first. Lol. Nah, I'm kidding. Alright, there we go. Let's open this shit up. Cool, we got a potion, a health pot. We now have 2 in our inventory. Oh my goodness. We have like nothing to keep us alive in this game at this point. It's pretty funny that we're like not dying all the time. Okay, let's keep on going. I don't think I need to put... yeah, we're good. We're getting close. Level and a half away. Oh. There you go, friendo. Thanks for the XP. Deal with this dude first. Get got. Thank you for your chest of iron and such. I'm gonna take this note and read it, get some XP, get that level, put it into physique. Okay. Damage retaliation is actually not the worst. I think the helmet we have now is doing more for our defenses than, like, I can't replace it with that since that gives us no defensive benefit. So what is this supposed to do for us? Retaliation damage, okay. Probably makes sense. Let's throw in a point there, a point there, a point there. I wanna, I guess, go back down. That looped around. Okay, cool. I guess that was it. Oh, there's an ornate strongbox. Cool. Glad I did not miss that. That had a fair amount of iron in it, which we can use to buy more health potions. I mean, we've got 5 right now, but it'd make, like, if we have 10 health potions, we should be fine to fight that boss without dying. We still need the scrap, though, to progress some of the story-like missions. So that's fine. We'll encounter that as we keep on moving through, but... Come get some, you ugly boy. Lol. Alright, we got him. Cool. Bunch of good stuff out of that, dude. This is a quest item, so we want to make sure we keep that. That'll give us some XP. Cool. Alright, let's look at the other gear. So, acid and poison damage, that actually is pretty good for us. we're dealing that kind of damage at the moment. This scales our retaliation damage, which also... And it has way more armor than these. We're going to put those on, I think. Let's see. Pierce and lightning resistance is not bad. Yeah, we'll give that shield a try. This is extra 8 damage. That's giving us fire damage right now. This gives us physical damage. We're not dealing any chaos damage on our attacks, so... I mean, the flat damage increase may be worth it, though. We'll give it a try. Let's just see how it does. Easy enough. It's pretty satisfying, this game. I don't know. It's fun. Like, the progression is not bad. When you're playing on veteran, like, it's way more challenging. Like, on normal difficulty, I sailed through this entire part of the game. Yeah, right? But playing on veteran, it really does make it more difficult. So if you want a challenging experience, that's how I do it. But I mean, in normal difficulty can be plenty challenging. Like, the bosses are fairly difficult on their own. We haven't actually encountered a real boss. The first one is the Warden, which is the end of the act. We've encountered, like, mini bosses, which are tough, or can be tough, as we've seen. Like, there's one right here. We're going to go ahead and drop a portal. Ugh. Gotta get rid of the dude that can stun me. Okay, get away from him because he's got that aura on. Got him. Alright, cool. Oh, lame. We're full up on stuff, apparently. Yeah. I get that. Go away. I want to see the stuff on this, please. Okay, cool. So we're getting resistance. This would scale our damage and our ability cast speed, so our attack speed, which would scale damage as well. But I need the resistances from somewhere, so I can't really afford to equip those at this point. Okay, well that was kind of underwhelming. I guess let's look at this. See what this does for us. Pierce damage, defensive ability. That should be retitled garbage. Because that's what it is. Alright, let's go back. We're going to sell out the stuff in our inventory so we can pick up the gear that we encounter. And I do this at the start of the game just because it gives you a little bit of the like shop currency you need to buy some of the random items here and there. You know? Hopefully you know anyway. I don't know. If not, I've told you now. So yeah. I do typically try to keep all the ointments and stuff though. Like if I'm not using them, sometimes I'll make a run into the stash and put them there, but I'm not too worried. So I could buy the scrap that I need for Barnabas. So there's one. I might be able to buy one out of this shop as well. No, I can't yet. I can get this quest done. Get some XP. I think we also get this ring. Amulet. We get the amulet. Cool. That's pretty good. 7% elemental. Health regen per second. That's what I've been looking for. That's the defensive item we need. These are the droids I'm looking for. Okay, let's go. Sell. Let's go back to the shop. Maybe I just have to go into a different tab. I thought he had a couple of them. Apparently not. Alright, fine. Not that I want to spend my credits on scrap iron, but also we need scrap iron to get this stuff done. Okay, well, let's go back up to our portal. We'll keep pushing through. We are almost to level 10, which is great. That will give us our second ascendancy, which is where this build will start getting a little bit more fun and start taking a little bit more shape as far as like how it's going to play. We're not just going to be Captain America. As fun as that is, it does no damage compared to what we're actually going to build, which we'll show off once we get the level. So we're almost there. This bug might do it. That bug did it. Look at us. So let's pick our second mastery. I guess we'll clear out these dudes so they don't bother us while we're in the menu. Alright, there we go. Walk back over here. Let's go in. First I'm gonna... Actually, first we're gonna go in here. So, we have Oathkeeper already as our first mastery. This is a defensive mastery, by and large. It's like a defensive melee mastery tree. Is how I describe the Oathkeeper. So we need something that's going to be like a melee-based mastery that also scales damage, or like is damage focused. And it doesn't have to, like, we could go ranged. Like if we went Demolitionist, that's a range damage focused build tree. So we could go Oathkeeper Demolitionist, and that'd be pretty good as well. We would switch over from using a shield with a sword to using a shield with a pistol, is basically what we would do with that, which could be kind of fun to play. But I kind of want to put a spellcaster into the mix, so like Inquisitor Oathkeeper could be fun. I could do a Shaman. They're kind of defensive as well, but they have like offensive abilities. I don't know. We could go Nightblade. Yeah, blade magic. So this is a attack. Yeah, devastating attacks or fight from a distance with phantom blades. So like, I think we're gonna go Nightblade. And you can undo this. So just don't click and buy anything once you pick the one you want. If you want to look at the tree, because you can click this undo class button. It'll take you back out like this, and you can repick and it doesn't lock you in. If you click a point in anywhere on this tree, however, this button goes away. So just like, if you want to look at the tree, you can do it. Just don't put anything in there until you're done looking. If you want to switch, that is. If you know what you want, then fine, click it, and then get right down to business. Let's see. So this one slows movement and offensive ability of enemies. That's kind of cool. This one, phantom blades from the point of the attack to impale adjacent. So this is like an AoE. So that's actually pretty good. So we're going to put in 1 point in the Night Blade, obviously. I want to be able to unlock some stuff. So melee dual wielding, which we're not really doing, so that isn't going to help us. So this one will, though. I think that'll be a decent ability right here that we can swap our shield out with. And then I'd like to get up to this point is where I'd like to be. So Veil of Shadows is good. That's a good crowd control ability, which at this point I think is going to be useful to us. So let's grab this and okay. So one is going to be our escape. Next is going to be our slow. And then this is 3 will be our shield throw. Alright, let's try that out for starters. That could be good. I mean, we could just say forget about the shield and go dual wielding, and that will make us do a lot more damage. We'll lose the shield throw ability, so we won't be able to Captain America people anymore, but we'll probably end up doing more damage if we were to make that change. Let's see. Bleed resistance is actually pretty good, so I will swap those pants. This one I want to swap the silver. Now I haven't put any of these crafting modifiers on stuff yet, and I haven't done that because I haven't gotten any really good amazing gear that I'm going to stick with for a bit, because I'm still feeling what kind of damage or what modifiers I'm like needing, you know. But that's fine. It'll be, and like once I get better gear, I'll start using those crafting pieces. 3 scrap and 5,000 iron. So really I need 8 scrap. So I need 4 more pieces beyond what we have now. This will take us up to, yeah, it's Flooded Passage. So there's a mini boss in here that's reasonably strong. Oh, that's a passive. I didn't realize that. Okay. Did not realize this was a passive. But Veil of Shadows is a passive. So we will just toggle that. as opposed to trying to use it like an ability, which it is not. Alright. Cool, cool. Let's go. I mean, part of me kind of does, like, I kind of want to make the change to, like, a pistol almost. It needs to be the right, like, it needs to be a good weapon, though, for me to want to make that change. Can't do that yet, which is okay. Actually. Thought I saw something. That's okay. Cool. There's a shrine, dope. I could use that devotion point. There's so many, like, snake dudes right now. There we go. Now there is a shrine up here, so we're gonna go do that. I'm just breaking these boxes because not only do you get iron out of them, but sometimes you will get scrap, which is what we're looking for. This one we gotta fight some mini boss dudes, so. Ooh, jeez. We almost died there. Almost. Not quite, though. Gonna have to do better than that. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and apply that point. We're gonna get the defensive physique and defensive ability, I think. Ooh, actually, going lizard might make more sense. I'm gonna go lizard. That gives us more health, which I am a fan of. This one. Those aren't all that great. Okay, fine. Let's keep pushing. Might as well. Aw, yeah. We get the big boy now. Drop a portal down. Oh, well, shit. That wasn't very nice. Then you want to dodge these rocks as they come falling down because they do a ton of damage if they hit you. And I'm pretty sure they stun you. Damn it. That's what happens if the rocks hit you. You basically die. Oh well, it happens. That's why I dropped the portal before, like, fully engaging in that fight. Alright, fine. Let's see, do they have a decent gun in here? So, like, physical pierce damage. Attack speed. All of these are a pretty big drop in our damage, though. However, we'll be shooting from range as opposed to having to be right on top of them. These would be great to buy. Or, well, they scale a lot of the damage stuff. Maybe they wouldn't be that great. What about these, like, slightly less expensive ones? Cunning and Spirit. Just armor outright. Pierce and lightning resistance. That could be pretty good. Those are offhands. Okay, I can't really use those. These are way better than the ones I'm wearing right now. Give us a bit more resistance, and they actually scale damage that we're doing. Our cast speed will help us use our abilities faster. Cool. So, I mean, we're making a little bit of progress. Not a whole lot. Let's go ahead and turn this quest in. That'll give us a level. 4 more points to get the next set. Do I actually want anything? Yeah, this ability right there would be great. So this does cold damage is what that's doing. So, alright. Do something like that. And then... $134 spirits required for that. Oh, 134. We can't quite do that. Alright, well... lame, but... pierce damage and attack speed. That could be pretty good. Aether damage, which we're not dealing right now. Fire and burn damage, which we sometimes deal, but not in enough amounts for that to be worth it. Piercing damage increase, that's not bad. Ooh, this is cold damage focus. This is something we should try to buy. 1800, so we need 900 more iron. Alright. We should save for this. I mean, I don't... Or, well, let's... How much would he give me for this? 27? Yeah, nothing. Basically nothing. Alright, let's go get some currency real quick. We'll see how we do now with our swapped out stuff. We'll reclaim this XP. Ooh, that hurt. Ah, dang it. Yeah, we got him. Awesome. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We got it done. All right, let's see. Cunning and health, offensive ability, chaos res. So it's less resistance, but these pants are still pretty good, I think. Like, it's worth putting those on. Fizz damage, fire damage, energy regen, armor, ally resistance. That's pretty strong. Cool. But that was the boss blocking the flooded passage, so that'll open up into the Burwitch outskirts, yeah. So there should be another portal up here. We're probably going to call it once we get up to this portal. At least for this game. I might stream some Apex a little bit later today, but I'm kind of getting Grim Dawn out, if you know what I'm saying. But let's just, yeah, we've applied everything. Let's talk to these dudes up here. Yeah, I'll take your quest to find Angrim. Let's go back to town. Devil's Crossing. Here we go. Let's see. We might be able to afford the axe that was in here. Oh, did it reset? Dang. I liked the one that you had, bro. Why'd you sell it? Dang it. Oh well. It's okay. There. Is that it? No. It's piercing and attack speed only on that one. I'm like he had one that was cold damage scaling. This is fire damage based. Not really what I'm looking for. This does cold damage. And it does chaos damage, which is kind of cool. This honestly would be decent as well. But I can't afford those, like, even in my dream, I can't afford that yet. One-hand sword. No, the swords just aren't as good. I mean, we need, like, a decent, like, solid physical damage number is kind of what this relies on. So, like, scaling up the physical damage by switching weapons to this would be good. I also want something that has a decent attack speed. So, like, this one isn't bad. I wish it did something other than piercing damage, though. Like, this does bleeding damage scaling. I don't know. Like, I'd love to do that one, but its attack speed is so low that, like, it's not going to be that good. This one kind of is in the middle, and it scales your attack speed. I guess this is probably a solid choice. Let's try that. Should make us a bit stronger. But, okay. I think we're going to wrap up the stream here for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video and drop a comment down below over on the YouTube side. And while you're over there, take the time to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch if you have not done so already. I've had a lot of fun streaming with you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. And until next time, this has been Lone Debater 7, and we